Hey guys, what's up? It's the Pajama Pants Play, the best in the world. It's John Grande, live in living color here with you. And the question that's on everybody's mind, the $64,000 question, where the hell have I been and what the hell have I been doing? The answer to those questions, basically just been enjoying my summer, chilling like a villain like Bob Dylan, you know, everything. I've just been enjoying it all, and to be honest with you guys, I've been kind of missing the whole YouTube video channel thing, and I've done some live horror roundtables and retrospectives with my friend Horror Boys 465, Red Ben Cast, and RS Horrorman, and it just kind of got me in the mood to continue making some maybe new YouTube videos of just yours truly, the star of the evening, John Grande. And I figured I left off at a perfect time on my top 20 horror movie list of all time, and I left off at number 11, so therefore, today I figure we dive into the top 10, the top 10, my favorite number in the world. And without further ado, I don't have anything to show up, unfortunately, because I do not own this movie, but it's one that absolutely, in my opinion, changed the genre and transcended the genre into the 1980s. And when I'm talking about the movie I'm talking about is Ruggero Deodato's Cannibal Holocaust. It's weird not holding anything up. it's really odd. Just stick with me here. But Ruggero Deodato's Cannibal Holocaust, to me the movie is a horror classic, and I don't know if it's for all the reasons that people would tell you that it is. And here's the reason why. Now, when Cannibal Holocaust gets brought up, everybody brings up the animal cruelty, the violence, the fetus being buried in the ground after it's aborted from the woman, you know, brutal rape scenes, all these things, violence, you know, gore, everything. All these things are the reason that Cannibal Holocaust has the rep that it does. But I'm here to say that, like, as much as that stuff either helps the movie or doesn't help the movie, whoever's opinion it is. I know a lot of people are against the animal killings. To be honest, it doesn't really bother me that much. It doesn't really, it's like, okay, like, I don't know, I'm not a big animal, did they have to hack a turtle's head off? No, but they did, and that is what it is. But I think the power of the movie is its point. I think the power of the movie is its message, and that is that, well, basically, we'll get into the plot, and then we'll get to the point and the message. Sorry, I'm getting way ahead of myself. I'm a little rusty. But you're basically following 4 documentary filmmakers, and they're going to the jungle, and they want to document the day in life of a cannibal, and how the cannibal lives, and how the cannibal, you know, lives in his everyday life. And basically, the movie starts out that this guy is looking for them. This crew went missing, so it's basically, in essence, the original found footage film. Even though it's not all shot with the camcorder-esque style, you know, this guy is looking for them, and he basically goes, you know, meets the tribe, has dinner with them, and then finds their bodies, like, you know, just bone, just skeleton skulls, you know, all like deranged in this like weird formation, and it's like creepy as all hell. And basically, he picks up their camera. Their cameras are still intact. Brings them back to New York, and he puts it like they show the film that they shot in front of these like important business people, and the shit that you see is just absolutely unbelievable, because these 4 documentary filmmakers are absolutely the monsters of this movie. They're the cannibals of this movie, and that's what a lot of people don't really mention. It's always usually just, oh my god, it's crazy, sick, disgusting, brutal, violent. And it's like, yeah, it is all those things as well. But, you know, when I talk about this movie, I think that the scariest part of it is the lead actor of these 4 filmmakers. His name's Alan in the movie. I don't know the actor's real name, but I think he really may have deserved like Oscar nods. I feel that strongly about it. It's one of my favorite performances in any horror film. It's easily the most underrated, because nobody ever talks about him being a good actor. And I think he really hit it out of the park, and, you know, pretty much ran and caught the ball himself on that one. But it's just the little things in this movie, the little subtleties, you know, when they're raping the poor girl, but one of the four filmmakers is just like, she's the other girl, she's like, please stop, like, you don't understand what you're doing, like, you're sick, you're becoming what you're making fun of, you're becoming what you hate, you're becoming cannibals, and they're like, shut up, bitch, and they throw her down, and it's just brutal. And I think human horror, to me, really gets under my skin, and you know, it gives me goosebumps. It makes the hair on my back of my neck stand up. It's just one of those things. I think the human horror of this movie is the true, you know, scary aspect of it, and I think it's just so brilliant how Ruggero Deodato has almost fooled everybody now into thinking like, okay, this movie is really, really sick. That's why it's scary. That's why it's disturbing. I don't really think so. I think it helps. It certainly doesn't, you know, make the movie any less scary or anything like that. But I think his point of the movie is the scariest thing about it. And I think this movie also has the greatest single scene, my favorite single scene in horror movie history in it. And it's basically after these four main filmmakers had done raping this girl, there's like a pan shot. It's like the forest, like a lake, and then a pole. And it's this girl, and she's has her mouth open like this, and the pole is running straight from her ass, through her body, out her mouth, and up. And it looks so flippin' real. Like, it's amazing how real it looks. Like, if you had told me, like, that was a real girl, really hot, like, I could not deny it, because it looks so real. It's covered in blood, butt naked, and it's just like, what the fuck, you know, what fucking sick son of a bitch thought of this? But Ruggero, I appreciate it, brother. And they basically they're shooting around her, and the lead actor Alan, he just kind of has this, he smiles and like nods his head at her, and it's just for a split second, but it's the look on his face, and he's like, yeah, man, like, this is awesome. And then one of the filmmakers says, hey, man, we're rolling. His smile then goes to a serious expression, and he looks up and down like he's all concerned now. And he goes, oh, this is horrible. They're primitives. And he goes on this, like, little bullshit rant. And it's like, wow, like, this is amazing stuff, because this is Ruggero Deodato's point. The point is that he's the monster. Not the people that put her on the pole like that aren't the monsters. It's the guy smiling, smirking, laughing. That's the horror of this movie. And I think it's really a theme in this movie that doesn't get stated enough. So I really would like to state it, and that's the reason. That's the number one reason why it's on my top 20 horror list. It's the reason that's in my top 10. It's number 10 of the top 20, and I think that it's just a fantastic movie all around. I think it's really shot well. I think there's a lot of good performances. I think, of course, all the, you know, violence and stuff does help it, you know, because the beginning, I'll be honest, when I first watched the movie, I thought the beginning was a little slow, but I think the beginning is good. Like, it kind of sets up for the end. It's basically like, okay, these people were normal with it and stuff. And there's some horrific images, and there's certainly things in this movie that you can't unsee once you've seen them. But I think the movie is an absolute 10 out of 10. I think it's an absolute horror masterpiece. Every on this top 10 list is a 10 out of 10 for me. And I think Ruggero Deodato's Cannibal Holocaust is well deserving of the number 10 slot on my top 10 horror movies of all time. But let me know down below if you agree with some of the things I've mentioned about the movie. I didn't go on and on about the animal killings. Wow, you know, that's every review you see. That's just all they talk. It's like, oh, you know, it's violent. It's violent. It's violent. It's like there's so much more to this beautiful, you know, ice cream sundae than just the ice cream. There's the whipped cream. There's the cherry on top, and that's the human horror of the movie. And I think that's the brilliance of Ruggero Deodato. I really do believe it's one of the greatest horror movies ever made, if not the greatest. Not my opinion, not my favorite all time, but certainly number 10 out of the top 10. So that's going to be all for now. It was cool to return. It was cool to be back and better than ever. Face facts, because your opinions don't matter. And, you know, I might be back for number 9 soon, sometime soon. I don't know when, I don't know how, but for now, I'm the Pajama Pants Player. I am the best in the world. I am John Grana, and I hope you have a beautiful day. Peace, guys.